Good morning. Welcome to my latest channel. Sit back and enjoy. We are welcoming to all who are present here in this space of alignment, to be thought of as to be yours, to be in this willingness to feel as to comprehend these words as they are to flow, to be in this space of allowance that one must, to feel as all is to dissolve, to become willing, to be present, to be accepting, to be hearing of these words as they are to flow. Be in this blessed space, dear ones, in this state of nonchalant, where one may choose willingly just to sit, to confide, to utter, to speak these words of love to self so that she may hear. It is in these words that we are wished to belong in a sense, so that one may feel of this as a token of love and appreciation that one may carry with them throughout this entirety to be. We are knowing of all that are present and all that are to present here to us in this way. For it is in this believing, dear ones, that we are to be spoken of as the supreme beings of love, to be felt, witnessing in all that you are to say. We are the beings of eternal grace, love, hope, and kind. And it is in this expression that we are to feel as to flow freely out of. To be a sensing by this channel and these words that are spoken of in her way as a translation, to be felt caught within to her to speak and utter these words this way. We are knowing of all that are prevalent, of all that are present and not. It is in this sense of presuming that one in a human understanding is to suggest to many, if not to all, that this is the way in which it is that we are to be obtained. We are knowing, dear ones, of your fight within, this determination that exists to be a voice of spirit, to be a mind that thinks in another way. We are allowing of all impressions, forms and images that are to come your way to be called of ours in a sensing of this that you wish of us to be displayed. We are ever present, dear ones, in this place of nonchalant, to become willing to stand into this openness, this seeing of an awareness that is to rise from within, this knowing that is to become more defined and more developed over your space of time in this life to become apparent. We are knowing of the many that are choosing to stand into this place of recognition so that one may be seen by us, it appears, to be felt known by us. In all it is that you are to request, to ask, to desire to see. Let it be spoken here, dear ones, that we are benevolent beings, the supreme beings of, the rulers of. It is here in this sensing of this that we are to be, that one must accept their own becoming first. To be felt from within, to understand this formation of which it is that you are. Yes, a human existence, participating and playing upon these earthly planes on a daily basis, it appears to be understood by you. But allow for this sense of rejection to rise from within you, to be willing to accept a broader spectrum or a broader image that is to be offered here by this one in an expression of self to be thought of as more. We are knowing, dear ones, here that it is hard to wrap one's head around, is it not? For it is to always have been a thought as to be this particular person upon this planet as you so appear to be. For it is here, dear ones, that we are wishing to offer the greater aspect of you, which is to be shone outwardly, which is to have much interaction on a more finer, detailed impression to be thought of, to be spoke of as. For it is in these finer interactions, these details that escape the human eye, it is in here that much neglect from the human physical heaviness goes unseen. For it is in this state, dear ones, that we wish to offer that most of you, if not all of you, if not everything that is possible and not, everything that is seeable and not, participates in this way. It is the natural contribution. It is the universalness that flows in this entirety of which it all is, to sit and reside. This includes you, dear ones. In this, to become a deliberate understanding within oneself, to love and feel joy and happiness upon the view of this human existence that you are. Yes, we guarantee that this is to become a joyous way on which to experience your life upon this planet Earth, but to become even more experienced, to become a even better seer, a more established version of oneself. It is just in these words that one has felt to have spoken that you can sense the capability, the possibilities that are to rise up from within, in this knowing of the divinity of which it is that one sits into. To be allowing to call of herself, this version of self, more as an expression to be spoken of, to be sensing of this wholeness that one appears to be, as to only be a substitute, a container of, simply a physical structure that is here endeavoring to live the best life possible. Much interaction goes on here. You can feel the flow of exchanges on a daily basis, whether warranted or not. Much interaction appears to be voiced and accepted upon this planet as to be yours or not. Allow for this impression of self, dear ones, to be spoken of in a sense of a broader view. To watch as the physical you is allowed to subside and fade away. Soften is a word this channel appears to enjoy to use. Soften, step outside the arena, step outside of the rink that you view as your life to be contained within. We are knowing, dear ones, of all that are to participate in this way. For it is an understanding of us to be the guiders that are to stand close by, to preview of all of this that you are to offer, for us to establish ourselves within. It is in this very being of love that you are, that we are of close connection. And in this it is to offer to all that are to be willing in this way or not. We are sensing of all that are to be in this place of hesitation, it would be appearing to be calling it of that. To be this place where one is to feel unsureness as to whether to step outside the realm of reality that you are to call your 3D existence upon this planet. For we are knowing, dear ones, it is hard to get your thoughts to behave in such a way as to become unrestricted, or to be a new way in which it is to view. We are to be allowing of you here, dear ones, to take your time, to survey all that you are to see, to be willing to ask, to receive. For it is in this place of embellishment that we wish to find you, to be in this place of such openness, to be in this place of such awareness into all it is that you carry within. And it is in this carrying that one is to feel of themselves, to be able to reconnect again, realign again, and step into this being of love that you are. To feel this embrace or this encounter as though it is one that you remember so well, so lovingly into oneself, but yet needing that reminder of that force or that power that lays within you. In each and every day, it is to become this expression of self to speak. Yes, observe what is going on in your arena. Allow of it to unfold and reveal to you this part that you are playing, this role that appears to have been yours, to have spoken of for such a very long way, maybe even until this very moment that you took the time to sit and observe. Watch and wander around this rink. Allow yourself to view of the going-ons. But in this deeper knowing, watch as you may place yourself upon the grandstand, to sit and ponder of all it is that you are to see. Is it still a willingness that you wish to act into? Is it still an observation of this human being that you are likened yourself to see? It is a great opportunity to sit back and not judge, but respect the person that you are choosing to see. Allow for all of her disagreements to be allowed to be spoken, to be seen. For it is in this place of learning and mastery, dear ones, that you have come to choose of this life, to watch as it is to unfold and offer to you all that you are presuming of self to think to be. Choice is a word we offer here to be received in such a big way, to be called an interaction within not only this self, but within all that are to be presented to you upon this path that you have chosen to walk upon. Be willing to speak to all, dear ones, and allow for their visions to be theirs. Allow for yourself to stand in this place, a place of utmost respect, where you will find yourself a voice confident to speak these words or not, to utter these words or not, to feel of this presence, both presented and yours. Allow for them to mingle, allow for them to intertwine, and know that in this viewing, you see you. It may appear that they do not see you or understand you in the way that you see or view of them. Allow this to be. It is fine. Be pleased with this interaction, to know of it as to be a divine interaction, shall we say. Oh, why has that one presented to me? It is not of yours to take or feel as if it is a need for you to carry this personality or responsibility upon you to call of you or to call of it as your own. Be willing, dear ones, to stand in view of this one with an utmost respect that is oozing out of you for all that you are in this deliberate understanding of this very being of essence that you belong into. You are knowing, dear ones, of these words that we are to speak. They are a continuation that is to flow through this channel in an utmost respect and recognition of all that she is to be powered by this significant knowing, to be relinquishing to the human form so that Tanya may sit into this place of absolute, to feel of this connection, this light, this tunnel of interaction, to feel pleasantly pleased and surprised at times when she is to listen back onto her words that are to be felt as to be offered outwardly for all to hear. It is in this knowing, dear ones, that we are willing to be present in every capability that is yours of yourself, to see oneself into this being of love and light that you are. We are knowing of this place that you are to sit, to feel present into in this day, in this moment, in this now, to be called of yours. Be allowing, dear ones, to be the interpreter, to be the inquirer, to be the investigator of all that you are to see here. Allow for oneself to get up close, to be the nitpicker if you need to be, to analyze, but never assume of what it is that you see. Allow for oneself to be the hearer and the guided by the heart that is to fill this wanted being with such intensity of this love to be felt as your grand love to speak of in this being of love and light that you are. Connect in this space again, dear ones. All it is to ask. We are loving in this very moment of presentation to be felt by you, in you, as yours to understand. We are knowing of all that are. We are willing to be this interaction in this grand way. We thank of you here for this opportunity to come through in this respected version of all it is that she is to be. We love of you, dear ones. Allow of us. Can you sense of their capability, the knowing that rises up out of you when you give yourself permission to sit in this time, to sit in this little space that you have created just for yourself to be heard? Watch as you feel yourself to flow into this passage of easiness, shall we say, so that you can feel yourself again, so that you can connect into this person that it appears to have been lost or maybe searching to find this feeling of herself again. Practice this, dear ones. Allow yourself this small opportunity just to sit, just to be. No need to receive, and just allow. Have a fabulous day, and we will talk again soon.